Hello all, hope all is well. Um, I'm actually taking a break from watching Miraculous Ladybug because, well, hold on. So the timeline's going to be funny because this isn't going to be uploaded until probably April, but today is the 14th of March, right? So it's been 2 days since the release of season 6 of Miraculous Ladybug. Loving it so far. I don't like the change of the intro, but I do like the change in the transformation motifs, etc. And I also quite like the fact that he's now Shadow Moth. So the story's coming along really nicely. I'm really enjoying it. I've just watched episode 6, but I'm just going to take a break. And I thought, why not take a break with a puzzle that's just going to break me? So here we are. So this is a level where there's only black and white pillars, and I can't touch the black ones? Yeah, okay. I like that. I need to be careful because, ready, watch, this will just turn it black for good. Oh, it turns it like a purple. I like that. So this is the thing like this, right? So this comes around here, which creates a gap for this to do this, which then allows this or something. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this season, Miraculous Ladybug. So big hope for when I finish it. I'll likely already have the video, my video talking about the new season before this is released. So that's why I say the timeline's going to be a bit funny. But yeah, it's brilliant so far. Is my TLDR assessment. But then again, as always, love Christina Valenzuela, love her, or she goes by Christina V. I love her. I love Kira Buckland, even though she's not been in this series much. Alex hasn't appeared much, so not had much of her. You know, so. And, spoilers, I'm glad that Marinette's now told Alia that she's Ladybug. You'd have thought that she'd have worked out by now, though. And she's an insanely clever character. Anyway, I'll save all that for my actual Ladybug video, shall I? For the meantime, this is Filament. Marvellous game. So maybe I can use the... Yeah. So maybe I use the pillars on the black ones to create a new path. Like this. At least this isn't an episode where I've done absolutely nothing. Already, because I've already cleared a couple while I've been chatting shit. I feel like something like that is a good call though, here. And then I come down here? No, I need to come down this way. Then into... Hold on. Then around here. Then along this wall this way? No, because that one's no longer lit up. It has to be a tight line there. I can't do that. So I think this is close. That being said, is there a way I can do everything else here that I was initially going to do? Was I coming off this one here? And coming off and around? Or was it a tighter line that way or that way over here? Right over there. Then like this? Then that sits over this way. Then that sits that way? Yeah, that's good. Okay, interesting. So this has got two, these have got two next to each other, which are of the do not touch this side of things. Okay, I might not be able to go that way, but I can go this way and into this way. That looks like it'd want me to slingshot around to end that way. So that feels like an end part of the mission. As usual, I'm just going to thumb it in. And then that does something like that. Except not quite that. It comes this way? And then comes this way? Then back on itself? No, because that touches there. Stupid. I can do that. And then this. And then I can come back off here. Ah. I don't think I like that. Okay. So that's not looking quite right. Maybe I use this as a two-stage thing. So I say come this way. Right? And then bounce off here. And then touch this somehow in another way. But that doesn't feel right either. This one definitely feels like I'd go this one and this one. In some manner. Again, that back one with the slight wall, there's nothing else attached to it, it's just a black part. So I don't actually need that sidewall. I feel like that's a trap. But I need to be able to... So you can't go that way because there's a pillar that blocks you there. But there's this. Into this. Again, that's not quite right either. I think I had it said that I wanted to do... See, because I can take this way though. And then come back on myself this way. Then come back on myself at a low angle. So maybe this isn't the first one to touch. As usual, I'm going to try a myriad of different... If I was to do that, that could then touch this one but not really come back off anything else. Right? If I try this, this also doesn't really do much. But I can cover these two here, then not be able to do anything at all. Awesome. Right, this starting one? Oh no, what if I try this starting one? Okay. Then I take this. And I just block myself in, stupid. I can't then touch this. So I feel like these two are looped around each other like that, but not quite in that way. What if I start... Okay, I can't touch this back left one to start. I can start immediately by touching this. But again, that feels like the trap because I then can't get out of this. I think these two back walls are deceiving. As in this one here and this one here. I feel like I can leave them well enough alone. But if I could say loop around this way, I could then do this. Then I don't get to touch that. So I need a way to be able to touch this and loop back around to this. Oh, what if I come this way? No, because that touches that one but not this one. What if I just try this first? But I can't get out. What if I take a wider route this way, say? No, that can't be done either. So I don't think it's that. I still feel like my closest attempt was via... What was my closest attempt then? Was it this? No, because then I couldn't touch that. I feel like I have to get off this one first. But then that would have to lead into this. Which then doesn't open me up for anything there. Again, I wouldn't be able to loop around here. And or could I say go this one into here because this one blocks me. What happens if you light up more purples? Does it okay, the more blacks you light up, it doesn't change the colour of the walls. It's either fully purple or not at all. That's interesting. Again, I don't like this start. This start here isn't good. Doesn't flow proper. This still feels like the best start. But there's no way for me to come back in and around here. So I'm wondering if I can come... No. 11. Okay. So... that unfortunately doesn't quite touch this one here, which is a shame because I kind of want it to. There's no way I can do that either, no. So if I just cut myself this way... Don't take them words literally, it's been years since that's happened. Something like that? But then I can't do that. And again, that needs to be first. Again, I'd love to be able to touch this wall, loop it across, and then touch this, but that's not possible right now. And I can't do that because then that stops this from being done. So why does that now work? I don't get why that now all of a sudden decides to work, but you know what? I'm here for it. So a way I can then come this way, and then... So yeah, I can touch this. No, I can't really. This does nothing, but it can do this, which then allows me to do absolutely still nothing. Cool. Can I loop off here? No. That's not a possibility. Again, I can't loop off this backside, which I want to do. But it is going to let me do this for no reason. No, it's not. But that's possible. Which then even lets me do that. But again, I can't loop off that back one anyway, so... maybe I'm wrong in the starting one, but that looks like that should be it. It's not like I can do this. But I can use this pole. I can use that wall there to do that. And that cuts off the... something like that. And then we come down this way. Cover this. Come around the wall this way. Yeah! That looked far better.
Do you want to know why we were all the way out here? At the very edge of recorded space. We are Genesis, guiding humanity into a new age to fulfill our potential.
This is for Juniper?
Our species forever. It all begins here, at the edge of the known universe.
I said before as well that I didn't know Juniper yet, but isn't she Juniper? Didn't I hear that in one of the previous ones and I'm just not paying attention?
Let me tell you what those words really mean. How would you like to travel incomprehensibly far away from everything you've ever known? To assess planets for habitability, to allow less expendable people to form new colonies and guide humanity into a new age. Sounds great, right?
Yeah, I said before I didn't know her name. I think I do. I think she's Juniper. So let's see here. There was a puzzle here that I said I was going to conquer another time. That's cool. So, for now, let's just power this. So this is another can't touch black nodes mission. Oh, there's a wide node there. That's a doubled up, like, double black node there, equivalent. See? It's wider out. That's kind of cool. So I can do this. No. Let's take... I wouldn't be able to come around here to this one. So that one's either got to be from, say, for example... I can't do this to this. But I can loop this way to this one. Which then lets me loop this one to here. To then loop here. To then loop out. No. I think I have to take... No, I can't take that. So it eliminates that possibility. Again, I'd love to do something like that, but that doesn't let me out. So I think I need to leave... Hold on, if I do this... That's the one that I can't go through. So if I come around this wall here... And then block myself in, genius. If I leave this back one then, right? I then come here this way. And that's blocked out anyway. How about no? Okay, I'd have to be careful coming around this one to get to here. I kind of want to do like something that looks like that. I still think the back one there plays a vital importance. This one here. I feel like that's part of the like an end part of the puzzle. It seems like just about everything else connects properly. What about if I do this? I think I insisted that wasn't correct. Yeah, it wasn't correct for long enough, at least. I know I can kind of game a couple of the doors, but not that one. Okay, so, hear me out. This is the initial one, by coming down this way, which I then take this way, which makes absolutely no difference. So that's the beginning. Here to here. Then I use this node here to not stabilize. Maybe this one, maybe on the initial one I was looking at was correct. Also, if I go straight to here, look, it blocks the bottom two. So I'm thinking, if I make this as clear as possible. I then have to slingshot down here. Ah, this is where I was going wrong, because I was mentioning how I can't go to either there or there. So I don't think that one's the correct play. I think it's come down here. But you can't go off to that one, so that has to come around this angle. Then onto here. And then through, just jump over your own lead, little dude. Come on. No, this still feels like a correct play. Whether it's the first node or not is another matter. If it's not the first node, then I feel like this has to be achieved. But again, that can't reach here. So, let's try using these two as the beginning nodes around this way. Up to here. Down to, say, this node and this node. No. This touches here, here, and here. Okay. This touches here, 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 and here. But then that touches there. As if it comes this wall up to here, and then I can sneak around here. Perfect. That's looking good. So I'm going to try to avoid what looks like an obvious, that one right next to the door is actually the end node kind of trap. So this level will be like saying, hey, use your loop-de-loops here. But what if I said no? Okay, I might end up having to use your loop-de-loops game. Then I ignore this. I come round this side, but I can't. So I think this is going to have to involve this in some way. How close to in between can I get? If, say, for instance, I just belt it like that. It cuts off my path though, so that's not possible, because that creates, basically I need to go around sneakily these four nodes, I feel, to cut in and around. So like, for instance, if I was to come here, I'd have to use this to keep that side of it free. This fight seems to be a game of two halves. Not trying to sound like a stupid footballer, but you know, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. So if this came like this, I can then push like this. Okay. And then that would come around there. I mean, again, that's not the correct solution, because I'm locked in, but that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. And I still feel like that is the end solution. So what happens if I do this? Kind of like how I was planning, and use this here. I need to leave the one here, I think, because this needs to be looped around. I can do this to loop around this to maybe I come right, maybe I ignore that, loop this way, come this way, and loop out and around, and then I'm on the inside, yeah, for this. Right, if I backtrack here, I like this, but I think I need to be the other side of this pillar. Like this side. To allow for more maneuverability than everything else I quite liked. Which I can't remember what it all was now, which I'm really annoyed about, but I think it was like this. And then out and around. And I can do this, then I can do this. No, they had to be conquered earlier, didn't they? So this was from here, it was this, and then looped around. Yeah, I think. Then down. along, around this wall, down and out and around. And if you look, that the line is now to the left hand side instead of the right hand side. So that should now give me the tiniest gap to not be helpful. When you pull out what looks like a 200 IQ move and it turns out to be a 2 IQ move. Okay, change of plans. We come this way round. We use this here. This one allows, hold on, if I loop here, I'll touch here. So this needs to be able to loop back to, I think this needs to loop to the one nearest the door, you know. I think I need to try and find a loop that works so I can keep this direction. So I can loop down along here. Imagine the ropes behind me from here. So it then lets me loop there onto there and then touch that one and be out. So that allows me to do that. Is there a route I can take where I come off, say, this one? No, because I said I need to be able to come off this node here. So if I take this, I understand that one's now unlit, but I can just do this. And that will then relight it. If I take this here. Nah. I don't like that. That's not good. Okay, so maybe I need to leave that pole down there for coming back in. So then when I get back in, I could then loop around this way and then onto this and then in. Or something like that. It's 100% a level that makes me use the small pillars to the full advantage. Because you can't touch, basically this is can't touch the center. I understand that's exactly what this is trying to make me do. I'm not saying I'm being successful with it, I'm just saying it's there, that's what it wants. So what happens if I come this way, down and around? Which clears out this, basically this side. Okay. And I still don't get the idea that I need to not be touching these center ones, apparently. So this line's too close to the center. I don't think I'm going to get a lot of luck with anything else. What happens if I... Okay. What happens if I assume that my initial idea here was incorrect and that this allows me to do this, right? And then out? So let's assume I have to come at an angle like this now. Into, say... Oh, okay. You know, the more I look at it, the more I think I was correct earlier. Because no matter what angle I touch, I hit this one. So what happens if I take this like this? And through here. As planned here. Now I take this, this, this. No, hold on, sorry. This to this, and then out and around. I'm still on the inside, aren't I? Yeah, that's no good. I can't touch that back one. This would be inaccessible because this blockades it. So what happens if I say keep the blockade here, but I just don't use that? With this angle I then have to go over this. which would then give me... No, this needs to be... That pole needs to be untouched. This is my loop back into this room. Again, I can't take this from here, and I can't take this from here. Yes, I can! Yes, I totally can. Awesome. And I go this side around this pole here, around here, down, along. That's me on the inside. Is there a way for me to get to keep on the outside? Not really. And when I say not really, I mean no. By the way. What happens if I don't need to... I discovered I can't use this pole. It has to be one of the bottom two. You know what? I'm going to mull this over. Give me a few and I'll be right back. So this episode now is done. Peace out.